Guys, it's Miss McLean here, and I am sitting at home and I was thinking about the lesson that I taught you today, kind of in a hurry, um, about the real world things that come in groups, Google slideshow. And I wanted to slow it down a bit and make you a screencast. So, a screencast is just a video that I'm making for you that you can listen to me go over the directions again. You can pause it, you can speed it up, go back. You work at your own pace. So I wanted to take a few moments to do that so that you totally understand the assignment. So let's take a look. Where I want you to start at is in Schoology in the math course. And your assignment is right here, the real world things that come in groups. Now, to make it a little bit more authentic, I'm going to grab a student. Let's go with Damir. And we're going to look at this from a student's point of view. And you're going to click on the real world things that come in groups assignment. And I want to read the directions for you again. Over the last couple of days, we have been developing our understanding that multiplication means that you have a certain number of groups of the same size. Today, you can take a walk around the school and find evidence of groups of items and take pictures of it. You can research it on the internet, or you can find physical items of groups and create a slideshow of your findings. You will need to have a statement about the groups. Show a multiplication equation that relates to the groups of items, and show a strategy that solves the multiplication equation. You will submit your presentation on Schoology. After I have evaluated the responses, we will present our findings to a Flipgrid so that others can learn from your presentation. Attached is an example, as in you may not use any of my thoughts or ideas for your presentation to help you get started. So when you scroll down, you can see that right here is the assignment, but also here's the rubric. This is how I grade you guys. So there are 3 different sections that I'm going to be looking at. Your modeling with mathematics, this operations and algebraic thinking about multiplication, and then another one about arithmetic patterns. It has a total of 12 points. So what you want to do is make sure that you're really doing everything that I'm asking you to do. So let's go ahead and jump right into the slideshow. When you click on the slideshow, you're going to be taken to my template. That means a template is basically I've already kind of mapped it out for you, and you will have the opportunity to change everything on each slide so that it is your information. What I want you to remember is each slide that you make has to have the following. You have to have your statement. So there are 3 groups of 4 tires. This statement, there are 6 baskets of apples. Each basket has 6 apples in it. And then this is my blank statement sentence. There are blank of whatever. Each has this many items. So each slide has its own statement to start with. The next thing you need to do is, after you've developed your statement, you need to come up with your picture. The picture should reflect your equation. So if we're talking about the 3 groups of 4, I should have 3 pictures with the 4 items, like the quads. For the apples, I have 6 pictures. Each picture has 6 apples in it. So you really want to make sure that you're finding pictures that are accurate to represent your multiplication equation that you're explaining. Now, in the directions, it did say that you can walk around and take pictures. If I'm not at the school, this could be a little bit tricky, so you might want to hold off on that until I'm back. Mr. Henry could probably help you with this, but if he has to step out or he's just not available to help you, how about today, for today, you focus on just setting up your slides, making sure that you have the array in there, the equations, and just looking on the internet for your pictures. We can always edit your pictures over the next couple of days. So remember, this assignment isn't due until Friday, so don't rush it. After you've put your pictures on there, you need to insert your array. We're going to go over that a little bit more in a moment when we start with the ground up of another slide. But you do have to have an array. You have to tell me how many items you have in all. So if your baskets have 6 apples and you have 6 baskets, you're going to have 36 apples in all. If you have 3 groups of 4 tires, you're going to have 12 tires in all. You have to have that sentence in your slideshow in order for the whole thing to make sense. The last component is you need to show me your multiplication equation of your math problem, and then one way that you could solve it. So this is the strategy that was picked, repeated addition. Remember, we've gone over 7 different strategies at this point. So whatever strategy you choose, make sure that you really know how to effectively communicate that on your slideshow. So those are all of the different areas. The pink slide and the yellow slide, both are already set up. You cannot use them. They're mine, not yours. Okay. This slide is just reminder slide. It's just, those are all the points that you have to target. Now, take a break right now and hit pause, stretch out for a second, go get a drink, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do, because now we're about to dive into how to make the Google slideshow. So put me on pause right now. Did you pause? I hope you paused. Anyway, okay, welcome back. Here's how you need to build your slideshow. Don't get rid of everything of mine. You shouldn't do that until the very, 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 very end. So keep my pink, yellow, gray slides for right now. Use those so you can keep toggling back and forth to make sure you have everything you need. The first place you want to start off is at the gray slide. The reason for this is you're going to go to this plus sign and you're going to add a new slide. If you hit the plus, you get the exact kind of slide that you had before. But if you want a different looking slide, instead of using the plus, you're going to hit this drop down menu and you get this choice. So to make your life a little easier, you probably want to start with the title only type of slide. This is good because you know you have to start with something that looks like this, information. You can highlight and do Control-C to copy my information to get you started. When you click inside of this title bar, you would do Control-V, and there, it shows up. You don't get to use my information, remember? So you're going to have to think about something else. First being, what's your multiplication equation going to be? It better not be 0 times 0, 1 times 1. I'm going to make you redo it. It needs to be something to prove that you understand multiplication. So think along the lines of, let's try Figment. Come here. You have to wait. I'm making a video. You have to wait. Come here. Come here. He's trying to go outside, and I have no time for that right now. I need to finish this video. You have to wait. Come here, baby. Come on. Anyway. Okay. So what was I saying? Oh, you have to invent your own multiplication equation. So let's say my equation's gonna be, let's do 5 groups of 3. Oh, not 43, 3. Figment, wait. He rings the bell when he has to pee. It's adorable, but not right now. Like, no. You have to wait. He's just not coming right now, guys. Sorry. I can't put him on the video at this point. He's being moody. So 5 groups of 3. I don't want to do tires. Think. What should it be? Let's think Christmas. So there are 5 ornaments on 3 trees. Oh, I spelled ornaments wrong. I know I spelled it wrong because there's this wiggly line underneath. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to fix it. Oh, perfect. So 5 ornaments on 3 trees. Don't need a period there. My next assignment is I need to insert a picture depicting that. So hopefully I can find something that's about 5 ornaments on 3 trees. So you're going to click the word insert and go to image. You're going to search the web. Right here, you're going to type something. So let's type the word ornaments. Ooh, look. I see ornaments on trees, ornaments on trees, ornaments on trees. Let's see if I can find 5 ornaments. This might not work for the 5, but I can always just edit my stuff. Let's go back up here because what I liked was this one. It had 2 ornaments on a Christmas tree, right? So I'm going to put a check mark here and I'm going to hit the word insert. And ooh, that's big. Too big. So I need to shrink it. These pictures have all these little dots here. And all you do is you hover over it, and when you click your mouse, you can make them smaller. So the only thing I really have to do is, instead of there are 5 ornaments on 3 trees, I would say there are 2 ornaments on 3 trees. So I already have the picture. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. Here you go, guys. I love you too. Okay. He's so cute. But I need to finish my work. Anyway, so I have shrunken the picture. Now, I don't want to go through all that work again. I could try to find more ornaments, but I really like this picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right there, you see how it goes from the arrow to like this like crosshairs thing? I click on the picture and then I do a, whoopsie, let's go back there. Click on the picture so that the dots are there again. I do Control C, which means I've copied it. So when I click out of the picture, if I do Control V, there's another copy of the picture. And I can move it around. And I don't have to do Control C again. It's still there. So all I have to do now is Control V, and there I have it. That red line just lines everything up. So there are 2 ornaments on 3 trees. 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 pictures. Perfect. So logically speaking, I know, here I'm going to stretch this out just so it looks a little neater. There we go. See how these lines kind of clean everything up? More or less. Okay. The next thing I need to have, if I go back to this, I have my statement and my picture. Now I need the array. Now, here's what's a little weird about the arrays. They don't follow the rules with technology that we do when it comes to making an array. They reverse the rows and the columns. So pay attention right now. Go to Insert, and you're going to insert a table because it's an array. If you look at the table right now, it actually shows you the multiplication equation. So my multiplication equation in my head is 2 by 3. So the way I've been taught is it should look like a 2 by 3, like that. So 2 rows by 3 columns. If you see their equation though, it says 3 by 2. Just ignore that. Build your array the way that you need to highlight it. You know it needs to be 2 rows by 3 columns. Now it's started to like lay on top of the pictures, and again all I have to do is hover and I click and I can move it around, and if I hover again I can shrink it and just kind of move it so that it's all shrunken down so it's not in the way. With the table, what I can also do is I could change the colors, but I'm not very good at that right now. I haven't really thought about that, so let's not worry about that. So let's go back to the pink example. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to do Command C. Remember that means to copy. I'm going to come back to mine. Whoops, sorry. And I'm going to do Command B. So I'm not having quads, so I'm going to say here are 2 ornaments each. I don't like that statement. So let me start a little bit fresh. There are 2 ornaments on 3 trees. Here are 2 ornaments on a tree. There are 3 trees. There are 6 ornaments in all. Now, I don't really want all of my words to go onto 2 lines. So all I have to do is shrink it by highlighting the words, and then I can change the size. And now everything's all on 1 line. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Looks like this is the last part. So we're going to highlight this last part. This is really the easiest part. I'm going to do Control C, come back to my slide, do Control V, bring this up here. Now I have to think about my equation. It's not a 6 by 6. I have a 2 by 3, which means I don't have 36 as my answer. I have just 6. And I have to change my repeated addition problem. I don't have, I need to do 2 groups of 3s. So 3, space, plus sign, space, 3 equals, not 36, but 6. Now, if I want to change the background color of my slide, I would click the background. I could change the color right here. I could even do some sort of crazy custom color. Or I could just use one of their colors right here. Let's do something a little bit holiday style. Ah, that looks nice. But if you notice, my table got a little bit gray, so let's see what we can do about that. All right. Border color. That's the one. Let's do dark black. Oh, it did only one thing, dark black. Here, hold on. We want the whole thing to be dark black. There we go. I think I solved it. Oops, but I did that one too. I want that to be transparent. Okay, so I made my first slide using my template. Um, Obviously, you would have to change your own name. If you don't want to use this theme, you could change the themes. All you would need to do is click the word theme and you could scroll through and try something else out. Transitions, I'm not going to worry about that in this video. That's something that as you get done, we can add to it. What else? What else? You need to have at least 2 slides plus your cover slide. So your cover slide is this one, and then you need 2 slides of multiplication problems. So 3 slides in all. Can you do more? Absolutely, but they each have to have all of these items that I've talked about on your slideshow. So don't rush through that. I think that is it. I will leave this slide on here. Like I said, don't delete my slides until you have developed your 2 good slides on your own. And then at the very end, you can ask Mr. Henry or myself for help and we can delete the old slides. If you ever get stuck, if you ever mess up and you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing, undo is your really good friend. And you can use that so you don't get all messed up. So that's a lot of information, but hopefully you've paused in between and you've fast forwarded. Some of you probably didn't even need to listen to the whole video. So I hope for the ones that did need to use the video, I hope this was helpful. And I'm expecting and hoping to see really good work from all of you. Bye. I'll see you soon.